A high school student in Canada has been arrested for declaring that men and women are different. Josh Alexander attended St. Joseph's High School, Catholic high school in Renfrew, Ontario. He was barred from school from the grounds for saying that God created two genders. When he showed up for class, police arrested him. You can see it on your screen right now. Josh, you were arrested because you showed up on campus at a Catholic school for saying that men and women are different. Have we overstated that?
No, that's exactly what happened. Female students complained to me, and they said they were concerned because males were using their washrooms. This turned into a debate at the school, and I stated my opinion on it, and I used scripture to back that up, and they removed me from the building for the remainder of the year, and when I attempted to attend class, I was arrested.
All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI'S, Rukakadash. Double honors to apostles of GMS. This is sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And as you have it, apparently you get arrested for... I mean, this is something we've been taught, but the fact that you can actually see that you actually going to get arrested for speaking the truth about that being only two genders, because that's all you see walking around, actually, goes to show you how backwards the society really is. The fact that it's a Roman Catholic church that has Bibles in there and actually arrests a guy for using the scriptures about it goes to show you what the church is really about. And this is what you get for a lot of these churches, actually. They quit to get you out of there when you bring up scriptures that's not according to their curriculum. So this is Proverbs 10:2. It says the treasures of wickedness profit nothing. And I'm gonna stop right there, because this is actually a treasure to these people, to be able to be all these quote unquote different genders. And not a lot of people even know what these genders are. There's over 100 genders, probably 1,000, and you barely even hear of 10, let alone 5. So how are you supposed to know who's who or what's what when all you see is a male or a female? And then you know the Transformers, but you can tell what they originally were, or still is, shall I say. But you'll get arrested for that. So I'm gonna go into this quick I want to say article, or just basically what the Catholic Church actually is, well, supposed to represent, or what they're supposed to do, right? It says the Catholic Church condemns same-sex sexual activity and denies the validity of same-sex marriage. So they're supposed to condemn this. And let's see, because
Charged.
Slacky, didn't mean to hit that. Because the funny part is, because I believe I had 2 articles on this, so give me a second. So, because you're going to see the hypocrisy of this mess. So they're supposed to deny same-sex marriage. It says, when I scroll down, it says the church provides pastoral care for the alphabet groups for Catholics. But they're supposed to be against the same-sex thing, right? So that's the confusion with this place. But see, the crazy part is they was never against it, because for generations they've been caught messing with children and all this other stuff of the same sex. That's the crazy part. And some of even just the little girls too. So this goes to show you how messed up the society really is, or at least especially with these churches, right? But now we understand that whole thing with the same sex thing. Now let's move on to the quote unquote gender identity. It says the Congregation of the Catholic Education states that sex and gender can be seen as distinct concepts, but should not be considered independent or one another. And the church does not approve of the concept of gender identity or the ideology that follows them from it. So how did this guy get arrested if they don't approve of it. And of course, as we all know, there's different types of churches, different types of Catholic churches, but these are all supposed to be churches of God. And the reason I say this is because if before then, if they was teaching that it's not okay for these different things to be a thing, why did they change? But see, it's like it. But see, these are the hypocrisy of this land, because they teach one thing, but it's something totally different. Just like this place, you don't even have to go to a Catholic church to get arrested for stuff like this. You could be out in the streets and say you don't agree with this mess, and you still get called the cops on you and arrested, and you'll be charged with hate crime. So, for this place to be an almighty or all God fearing country, it's not showing the God fear. It's not showing the fear of God in it. The Russians show more fear, or should I say more or recognition for God than this place ever will, because all this runs off is just debt, money, and lies, and stupid people for all the people that believes in it, right? So let me get this other scripture real quick. So like here, this is actually, let me get this scripture real quick while I'm at it. So this is Malachi 4:1. And it says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble." And I'm gonna stop there, because this place automatically needs to burn for all the corruption it has. But they said all the proud. This is a proud place. This is everything about this place is proud. You look at other women, they proud. You look at these transformers in these alphabets groups, they proud, even though they just angry and running around amok because they're like children with free reign. They got the police backing them and everything. They got laws protecting them. So if you don't agree with them, they can lock you up for this stuff. And this is a prime example of what a wicked society looks like. Because this is it. This is that wicked society. And we're seeing it day in and day out, every time we walk out, go to work, and all this other stuff. And there's no avoiding it. You have, in this society, they say you have to comply with these people. Otherwise, you're going to jail. Now, you can always just walk away from them, of course, to avoid that shit. But it's the fact that to show you proof that you have no actual freedom in this society. There never was no such thing as actual freedom. You still have to, there's still laws in this society. So you can't be free if there's laws that bind you to certain things, which means you're limited. And we're even more limited, because we agree with our adversaries. We don't do the same things as these other people out here. So the more wicked you are, the more you can do things, but you're still binded to this place. But it's the fact that people, and I'm starting to see actual comments, especially in this one, saying they're tired of the alphabet groups actually shoving their filth down everybody's throats. Because not everybody agrees with the alphabet group, but the more people are starting to get sick of this stuff. Because now you're teaching it in schools with children to get them to be just as much flames. This is all part of the agenda, because Esau wants to keep depopulating the world. Because guess what? He needs that NWO to activate. With that NWO activated, he wants his grand schemes. That's why he's always constantly plotting. That's why he's constantly making up laws, and so on and so forth. So with all things going on, you can expect things to get worse. Actually, I'm gonna get this last scripture real quick. This is Micah 6:12. It's actually no, Salakia. Actually, that's not the scripture. Let me see. This is actually, this would be a good scripture real quick. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." And that first word written there was woe, which means destruction, because the devices, which is Elder goes into, means design. And this whole structure, this whole with all these alphabet groups, all these different religions, these gangs, and all this other stuff, it's the design. And the ones that's funding all these things is Esau. So the primary thing is to take down Esau, to destroy this place and reboot everything for the world to actually become right again. Because it's bad when even when the oppressors are starting to get sick of seeing it. With Esau is even getting sick of seeing it. Like, I'm starting to see more Edomites rising up against this stuff than even our own people. And that tells you something. Hell, it started telling me something when we had this Edomite couple come up and actually agreed with us and even said that this place ain't gonna last long with the way it's going. They said they believe this place is gonna get nuked. So that was a wake-up call right then and there. So we're gonna start seeing a hell of a lot more stuff popping, even getting worse. Right now, a lot of people's attention on Hamas, but we're seeing stuff inside this place. That's why we constantly staying vigilant and watching all things that's happened. But I'm ending on that. So, little one, this was edifying, and with that, shalom.